Hi, welcome back to Eagle Eye Network. My name's Carly Boker, and I'm here with Matt Fitzgerald. Today, our Conwell-Egan High School girls varsity volleyball team is taking on Nazareth. So, our girls volleyball team have been a pretty solid team this year. They've lost a few games, but they've really been staying in it. And we've only gotten a chance to broadcast one game, but I've got personally gotten a chance to watch a few games, so you can really see their team coming together just as a team and as teammates and just lifting each other up. Matt, what do you think?
Um, I think this team we have here, this girls varsity team, I think this team is great. We got a lot of talent on the field, on the court, and I know every single player on that court, they just all have talent, especially Sophia, Liv Barber, and just everybody on the field is just on the court is just amazing. And even when we're down, everybody stays in the game, and that's what's great about this team. Um, you know, Yeah, our hits are great. Our serves were great at defense, and I think it's a great matchup today against Nazareth. And I think Tom Wigan has a great shot at winning, and I think they're gonna do great today.
Thank you for tuning in. We will be back in about 5 minutes for when the game starts. Welcome back to Eagle Eye Network. My name's Carly Boker, and this is our starting lineup tonight. We have number 3, Celeste Kinney, number 20, Aaliyah Schmidt, number 9, Liv Barber, number 10, Sophia Lodice, number 11, Alara Vecchione, and number 26, Emily Geyer. It's going to be Nazareth, serve number 16. Nazareth's going to have the ball up. Aaliyah Schmidt with the servicing. Sophia Lodice is going to set her back row. Aaliyah Schmidt going to get an ace for Nazareth's back row.
Oh Lord, oh my Lord, what a smack by Leah Smith.
We're going to have Sophia Lodice Jr., number 10, serving. Sophia Lodice is going to serve right to their libero. Nazareth is going to smack it over. Our line judge is going to call that out. Pretty close, but we had a nice read on our left side. Again, we're going to have Sophia Lodice with the serve.
Sophia Ludice's serves are always right on point as she hits it right into the middle almost every single time. And we just get a point every single time pretty much. I remember one time we got like 18 serves in a row, and I mean that was crazy. And she was just really good at serving.
Sophia Lodice also holds many Conwell-Egan volleyball records, including setting. We're going to have another ace from Sophia Lodice. Now, coming into this, Nazareth might have just not been ready, or maybe they weren't sure what to expect, but we're coming out of the gates hot, and that's exactly what we need to just lift our heads up. Sophia's going to once again serve for their back row. They're going to set their outside. She's going to dump it over the net for Sophia Lodice to set her back row. Once again, Aaliyah Schmidt. Now, Matt, we really see how Aaliyah gets up there and just smacks it. Do you think this will be intimidating to the other team, or do you think they just need to get used to it?
Oh, that's definitely intimidating. I mean, that ball is probably coming out like 50 miles per hour to your face, and you have to stop that. I mean, I know I couldn't do that. And just hurt Aaliyah Smith. She put so much power into that smack, and then it's just great.
We're going to have another point for Sophia Lodice. Nazareth has been shanked the ball out of bounds and try to recover it, but they're going to be unsuccessful. Nazareth libero is once again going to shank that ball. This time it is going to go into the net, and they're going to be unable to get it back up. We're going to go into a timeout on Nazareth. We'll be back. We're going to have Sophia Lodice with another serve for what I believe is 6 serves in a row. That is going to be a strong straight serve right to their back row. They're going to let it go through the hands with a slight tug. Sophia Lodice is going to put a little top spin on that one, and she's going to serve it just out of bounds on that back line. Now we're going to have Nazareth, number 19, serving. Serve right to Aaliyah Schmidt. Sophia Lodice is going to set her back. Aaliyah Schmidt again. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to barely make it over the net, and Nazareth number 30 is going to tip it right back over. Once again, Nazareth number 19 serving. 19 with a strong serve right to our back row. Aaliyah Schmidt and Celeste Penny aren't going to communicate as much as they should have, and they're going to shake it out of bounds. Matt, what do you have to say about that play?
That play, that was just a great placement on Nazareth. I mean, it's really hard to get that ball back in play, so I don't really blame her for hitting it into the bleachers. I mean, that was just a really hard ball to get.
Nazareth is then going to serve their ball into the net. It is going to be Alara Vecchione with the serve. She is a sophomore wearing number 11. Blair's been seeing a lot of varsity time. I see it because as an underclassman, I think she deserves it, and I think it's great for her to play with these older girls and just see what it's all about. She's really shown that she's supposed to be out there. She deserves to be out there. Blair Vecchione serving right to Nazareth back row. Nazareth is going to give us a free ball with the Lara Vecchione serve receive in the back row. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to hit from the outside, make it past that block, and get it right to the ground. We're going to have Lara Vecchione with the serve once again. Lara Vecchione is going to serve just out of bounds on that right side. Nazareth had a nice read on that, reading that it was going on.
You know, I've seen every single game that they always take the lead really early and they give at least like a 10-point lead on the other team. And then usually it could come close some games, but overall we usually take big leads. We tend to do that. Sometimes it cuts close, but yeah, I saw that.
I completely agree with Matt. I feel like we really do have our ups and downs in games, and sometimes we can be up by a lot or down by a lot, or sometimes it can be the closest game. I wouldn't say we're the most like team. Like we're not a team that can just do the same thing every game. We're kind of all over the place, but for some reason it keeps working. So which is right. Then Liv Barber with the serve. Liv Barber also underclassman. She is a sophomore wearing number 9. Liv Barber's really showed us a lot this season, and especially within her serves. Her serves are just effortless, and she makes pretty much all of them over the net. So it's really good to see an underclassman just being out there and showing them what she has.
You know, speaking of underclassmen, I mean, on this team we got like 2 sophomores and we even had a freshman out there on the court. And I think this sophomore talent we have is really great because we're already on varsity as sophomores, freshmen, and just imagine how good they're going to be by senior year and juniors. So I think we have so much talent on this court.
Nazareth is going to get that ball just over the net. Conwell-Egan is not going to be able to get it back up. Liv Burbis is going to sub in for Liv Barber to play backcourt. Nazareth number 9 serve. They're going to just put that ball over the net. Conwell-Egan. Sophia Lodis will get it back over. Sophia Lodis is going to give them a free ball to that back row. They were not ready, and nobody was there to help their libero. Therefore, it will Egan point. It is going to be Celeste Kinney Jr. serving, wearing number 3. Celeste is going to make a perfect serve, just raising the net over to Nazareth. Lara Vecchione is going to have a nice set from that back row to Aaliyah Schmidt. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to just flip it over the net for Conwell-Egan. Once again, we're going to have Celeste Kinney, number 3, serving. Once again, going to have a perfect straight line drive for it. Number 5, Nazareth is going to try to hit that from the outside, but our outside hitters are going to block that with the 26 and 20, Leah Schmidt and Emily Geyer. Celeste Kinney with the serve again. Celeste Kinney is going to serve that pretty far out of bounds on our left side. That ball over, we're gonna have a miscommunication in our back row for the ball to drop, which will be an ace.
16-7 is the
Score is 16-7, and we are in our first set. Nazareth number 5 is moving. Celeste Kinney is going to set her outside on the right with Leah Schmidt. Leah Schmidt is going to get it over, but Nazareth is going to be ready for that one. Sophia Lodis is going to set her outside. Leah Schmidt,
Whoa.
other side. Leah Schmidt is going to have that block just to tip it over. Now, Matt, we just saw Leah Schmidt hit her outside on her right side. Then the next play, she was hitting outside on the left. What does that tell you about the player she is?
I mean, you can tell that she's really smart when she's playing. Everybody's trying to save the slap that she had, the spike, and then they're not ready to put it on the left side. And I think that was a really smart play to get that point. So yeah, that's good for her.
We're going to have Sophia Lodis hitting. Nazareth is going to be ready for that receive, but they're not going to quite make it over the net. They're going to let the ball drop with a miscommunication. Nazareth is going to call their second timeout. We'll be back. Aaliyah Schmidt, senior, number 20 with the serve. Nazareth, number 19, is going to serve receive. Number 9, their setter set their outside. Number 19, the ball is going to be for Conwell-Egan. Aaliyah Schmidt, number 20, once again. Leah Schmidt is going to serve that right into the top of the net. Now, this isn't formal for her. We haven't seen that a lot this season, but everybody has their days. Nazareth, number 14, is going to be serving. Clara Vecchione is going to shank that ball. Conwell-Egan is going to miscommunicate in their front row and not get that ball back up. Once again, Nazareth, number 14, with the serve to Conwell-Egan. Nazareth is going to serve it into the net for a Conwell-Egan point. Emily Geyer is going to sub up. Ellie Romana is a senior wearing number 2. She is going to serve for Conwell-Egan. Allie's going to have a nice serve right into that middle back. Nazareth is going to try to get that ball over, and Conwell-Egan is going to tip it right back to them. Sophia Lodis is going to hit that ball over. Nazareth Libero is going to be all over back there, but nobody is going to be there to help her. Now, Matt, we've seen Nazareth Libero pretty much all over, but it seems that nobody's ever there to back her up. How could they fix that?
You just gotta communicate a little bit better. I mean, she's getting every ball trying to save the play, and nobody's there when she hits it back up, and that's just killing Nazareth right now. They really just need to communicate and be where they need to be.
In volleyball, when your libero's all over like that, you really just need to be right there behind her and be ready to get that ball back up. Nazareth is not doing that, and they're just letting this ball drop after their libero does all this work to get it. That was going to be a Nazareth point for a drop ball on Conwell-Egan's side. Nazareth number 16 starting. Aaliyah Schmidt receiving in the back row. Sophia Luis is going to set Aaliyah Schmidt from that back row. So Aaliyah Schmidt is going to just tap that a little. Once again, Nazareth Libero is going to get that ball, and nobody is going to be there to help her. Maybe that was a miscommunication on the setter calling help on that, and maybe she didn't call help, but you never. Sophia Lodis with another serve. Sophia Lodis is going to serve that just out of bounds. Once again, you can see her trying new things and putting a little spin on that. Nazareth number 19 serve. Nazareth can serve that right to our back row, Ali Romano. Ali Romano is going to shake it just out of bounds for a Nazareth point. Once again, it's going to be Nazareth number 19 serving. Ali Romano is going to be a little too close to that ball. She should have taken a step back to really get that ball on her forearms, but no one is going to be there to help her. Just like Nazareth, maybe Conwell-Egan needs to communicate a little more in this talk. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to receive in the back row. So Felix is going to set Aaliyah Schmidt in the back row. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to have a powerful back row hit. Ali Romano is going to touch that ball as it is going out of bounds for Nazareth. Nazareth 19 serve. Scores 22-14 in our first round. Nazareth is going to get an ace on that. Our back row on Conwell-Egan isn't going to be quite right. Nazareth number 19 with another serve. Blair Vecchione is going to have a nice dig from that back row. It's going to go just over the net. Nazareth is going to miscommunicate and not be able to get it back open. Blair Vecchione with the serve. Nazareth is going to set their outside for a hit just to the back row. Conwell-Egan is going to just toward that and not being able to get it up. Nazareth number 30 with this will be Ali Romano with the six, cranking it just out of bounds. Flip Gerbis is going to sub it for Ali Romano. Once again, Nazareth number 30 with the serve. Nazareth is going to serve that to our back row. Lara Vecchione is going to have the serve receive and pass it just over the net. Nazareth is going to tip that back over the net. Aaliyah Schmidt's going to be ready for the hit. Sophia Lodis is ready for that spike, has her hands up, and gets it right back over the net for Nazareth to not be ready. Celeste Kenny is going to set her outside Aaliyah Schmidt. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to have a powerful serve. Nazareth is going to send it back over. Once again, Aaliyah Schmidt hitting that back row. She's going to find that line from the left side and get right to it for an ace.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna once again have Liv Barber, underclassmen,
Yeah, look.
9, with the serve for Commonwealth. Leah Schmidt is gonna be ready for that open pass from Nazareth and spike it right back at them from that back throw.
Wait, no, it's
Scores 24.
oh no, yeah, it is.
Conwell-Egan won 25-14 in their first set. Now, Matt, what do you think either team could really do better for that? Because even though Conwell-Egan did win, I wouldn't say it was a neat win. They were a little messy out there on the court.
Yeah, definitely the communication in the back row definitely needs to be picked up a little bit on. I mean, we definitely saw some miscommunication. I gave up at probably at least like 5, 6 points, maybe 6, 7 points. But um, So I have to say that for Nazareth too. I mean, there was a lots of communication issues on the court, and they definitely could have done better with that. And yeah, I mean actually not. There's one more thing on Nazareth too. They definitely should work on getting being backup for every player because they fail to do that many times, and that's what gave up probably like 70% of their points on the court. But anyways, we'll be back in the start of the second set. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
This is going to be the start of our second set. We're going to have Sophia Lodice Jr., number 10, serving. In the second set, we've added Hannah Ross Jr., number 1, to our court. She's an outside hitter, also a defensive specialist.
Did Hannah Wilson come back from injury?
Hannah Ross did just come back from an injury. Yes, Matt. She tore her hamstring. She played through most of it, but she was still recovering. It's good to see her back out there and ready to go. Sophia Lodice with another serve. Nazareth is going to set their outside for a hit to our back row. Sophia Lodice. Sophia Lodice is going to dump that over the net, trying to outsmart them. Liv Gervis is going to bump that. Sophia Lodice is once again going to set that to our back row. The last game I saw, Sophia really like dumping it to the back row, and which I think is a great play just because of how much they're not ready for it. And it's a way to play smart and to have a high volleyball IQ. Sophia Lodice is going to set her back row, and Leah Schmidt for a strong hit over the net. Nazareth, number 19, is going to have a strong hit. They're going to hit it right to Aaliyah Schmidt once again, and Aaliyah Schmidt is going to hit from that back. Nazareth is going to try to dump it over the net on us. Sophia Lodice is going to dump it back to them. Nazareth is going to have another nice hit from their outside number 19. Conwell-Egan is going to give them a free ball. Nazareth is going to set their middle for a nice hit. Liv Barber is going to try to tip that. She gets the tip, but her teammate on Conwell-Egan's side was not ready for that ball.
That was a great rally. Yeah, that was actually a really great rally. Both teams played great offense and great defense on that.
I agree. You can really see the teams thinking and starting to talk to each other more than the last set, really using their brain to think about where the ball's moving. You can see Sophia Lodice dumping it to their back row again, outsmarting them. Number 5, Nazareth, isn't going to be quite ready. She's going to get a hand on the ball, but it isn't going to quite get over. Number 1, junior Hannah Ross serving for Conwell-Egan. Hannah, we've always seen her as a very strong server, and she has a very powerful serve, but she's also very good at placing it. Nazareth number 5 is going to shank that ball just out of bounds. Once again, we're going to have Hannah Ross serving the Conwell-Egan. Hannah Ross is going to serve to the libero, and Nazareth is going to set their outside number 9 again. Nazareth number 9 is going to hit that just to our back row. Liv Gervis. Liv Gervis is going to be ready for that. Pass it right to our second. Sophia Lodi. Aaliyah Schmidt, number 20 on that outside, is going to block that ball from us. It is once again going to be Hannah Ross. Now, Matt, I think the definition of small but mighty is number 9 on Nazareth. We can really see that power coming from her outside hitting on the left side. Do you agree with me?
Oh yeah, I definitely do. I mean, she's a great player. She looks like she might be like a new freshman or a sophomore for size, but you can never really like you never want to judge a book by its cover and just judge somebody by their size because there's great players out there.
As much as you want height on a volleyball team, this really shows that you don't need it. And to be a good player, you don't need to have that height. Now, Conwell-Egan is going to try to kick the ball over, not being able to get down there on. So this one gets out of bounds. Hannah Ross is going to serve receive from that back row. Sophia Lodis is going to set her outside. Aaliyah Schmidt. Once again, Aaliyah Schmidt is going to find that left line, and she is going to just dial in on it. Liv Barber, sophomore number 9, is going to be serving for Conwell-Egan.
Woo! Go live.
Liv Barber with the serves. Barber is going to serve just to their back row. Nazareth is going to set their middle. The middle is going to bump it just over. Hannah Ross is going to pass it to Sophia Lodis. Sophia Lodis is going to set her outside. Aaliyah Schmidt. Nazareth is going to tip it, but Aaliyah is going to be ready. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to try to tip it back over the net. She's going to get her hands over it. She's going to win that. Nazareth is going to try to dump it to our back. Net foul. Conwell-Egan. That is making Nazareth. Liv Gervis is going to sub in for Olivia Bartlett. Nazareth number 30 with the serve. Hannah Ross is with the serve received. Nazareth's going to be ready for that overpass from Hannah Ross, and they're going to get it right back over. But Hannah Ross, just a strong defensive player that she is going to be ready once again. Sophia Lodis is going to dump it to our back row. They're not going to be quite ready. Nazareth middle number 14 is going to get her hand on that. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to hit from our outside right to their back right corner.
Well, I gotta say, Nazareth after that first set, after losing that badly, they really locked in this set, and they're playing way smarter than before, playing way better. And also, I noticed that whenever Aaliyah goes to spike the ball, they're finally ready this time, and they know what's coming. And I think they're doing way better than that.
I agree. I really think Nazareth is working on being a better team together in their communication. It's me, Celeste Kinney, junior number 3 with Conwell-Egan serve. Nazareth is going to dump it over the net to Conwell-Egan. Hannah Ross is going to pass it to Celeste Kinney. Celeste Kinney is going to set it to her outside Aaliyah Schmidt. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to hit it just over to Nazareth left side, but Nazareth is going to shank the ball out of bounds. It is going to be Celeste Kinney, number 3, junior, serving once again. Celeste Kinney with the serve. Celeste Kinney is going to serve just out of bounds on the back right corner. That is going to be an amazing read from Nazareth, seeing that ball was going out of bounds. It's going to be Nazareth number 3. Nazareth number 9 with the serve. Sorry about that. Nazareth number 9 is going to serve it just into the net for a Conwell-Egan point. Aaliyah Schmidt, number 20, senior, is going to be serving for Conwell. Now, Matt, I don't know about you, but I feel like all season Aaliyah has had some strong serves, but last set we saw her serve it into the net once. Does that make you nervous, or do you think it was just one last serve? Ooh, maybe I jinxed it. She just served it into the net once again. Maybe her teammates can lift her off once and see someone else.
I don't really get nervous because I know that she's a great player, and I think she's just gonna get right back into it, like always.
Nazareth number 5 is going to serve it just out of bounds from that left line once Egan surrounded. Blair Vecchio is going to sub in for Emily Kitchen. And Liv Barber is going to sub in for Blue. This meet Alaire Vecchio number 11 sophomore serve. Alaire Vecchio is going to throw that jump into the net a little. Scores 9-6 in the second set. Combo. Now it's the Nazareth serve number 14. Going to be Celeste Kinney with the serve. Who's going to shank that to the right work. Nobody's going to get that ball. It is going to be Nazareth. Nazareth number 14 once again with the serve. Aaliyah Schmidt with the serve receive. She is going to shank it just out of bounds and get right to her hand. Conwell to get that second stuff. And there's going to be Nazareth points with 9-8 Conwell-Egan. Nazareth is coming over. Hannah Ross with the serve receive. Sophia Ludy's going to set her outside Hannah Ross. Hannah Ross is going to get a hand on that. Nazareth is going to set their outside number 19. Aaliyah Schmidt with the hit receive. Sophia Ludy's with Barber are going to have a little bit of a miscommunication in that front row, and the ball is going to drop her, and Nazareth trying to score 9-9, number 14 from Nazareth serving. Sophia Ludy's is going to hit that just over the net. Nazareth number 30 is going to dump it over the net. Sophia Ludy's get their back over the net. Sophia Ludy's is once again going to hit back over the net. Nazareth is going to tip that over the net. Celeste Kennedy is going to set her outside. Hannah Ross with a strong hit to that back. Nazareth is going to tip it, but it's still going to go right to their back row. Matt, how do you think this rally?
I mean, I think it's really entertaining, but Ian definitely could do better. I mean, we should have last set. They were up by so much. Now this game's tied. Think we can do better, but I mean, it is really entertaining to watch.
I agree. I think Conwell-Egan maybe getting in their heads a little bit. They're just ready for what Nazareth had done, but really with anyone because they're coming back strong and it's really impressive. This score is 10-10 and it's tied. It is named Nazareth Girls with number 16, sir. Alaire Vecchio with the service lead. Sophia Ludy's is going to set her back row. Aaliyah Schmidt. Aaliyah Schmidt's going to hit it just to their Nazareth Rivero. They're going to set it to their middle. Aaliyah Schmidt passing it to Sophia Ludy's. Setting once again her back row. Aaliyah Schmidt. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to have a strong pass with her. Sophia Ludy's is going to pass it to Celeste Penny. Celeste Penny is going to set it back to Sophia Ludy's. And Sophia Ludy's. Celeste Penny is going to set her outside Hannah. It's an amazing hit to that back row. That setter hitter connection with Celeste and Hannah, and it's great to see it out there. Hannah Ross, feeling strong, is now going to be serving her Conwell-Egan. You can really see the power behind Hannah Ross's arm. You see how she's progressed through this game. Nazareth is going to shank Hannah Ross to serve at Conwell.
The animals, I mean, the power she has behind that ball, the other team really just can't control that. I think that's really just like a key thing about her. I mean, like, every single time she spikes the ball, serves it, it's hard to control every single time for a Madras. So that's something that you really struggle with.
Hannah Ross is going to sadly serve that just in the net. Now doesn't mean Nazareth ball for 19 serving. Nazareth is going to serve that to their back row. Alaire Vecchio is going to just shank it. Hannah Ross will be there to help her. Nazareth's going to hit from their middle. Hannah Ross playing amazing defense in that back row is going to get her hands on that. Nazareth's going to set their outside number 9. So We'll try to get that and just barely miss it for a Nazareth point. The score is 12-12 in the second set. Nazareth number 19 serve. Nazareth number 19 just gonna serve it just to their Blair back here with the serve. Liz Barber is gonna pass that. So Leah Schmidt on the outside, and Leah Schmidt is gonna have a powerful hit from that top position.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Liv Barber with the serve for Conwell-Egan. The score is 13-12.
Yeah, so Liv Barber always has some great serve whenever she's serving. I mean, Liv Barber, she is just a really great player on the field. Really, really talented player to have in the sophomore class.
Not a cheater.
Keep something.
There's gonna be Conwell-Egan showing Liv Barber with another serve. Liv Barber is gonna serve it just to Nazareth's back.
Just perfect.
So it's gonna hit from the left side. We're gonna get a piece of the. We're just gonna try to get that back over, but get called up, and then the score is 15-12. Conwell-Egan. It's made Conwell-Egan serve like that.
Yeah, Liv.
The Barber with another made serve. He's gonna serve it fairly out of bounds. Answer is right. Scores 15-13. Nazareth number 30. Serve it. Nazareth number 30 is make a quick serve to our empty spot. Olivia Gervis is gonna just barely get to that and shake it.
It's really just a back and forth game right now between Egan and Nazareth. I mean, I actually didn't even expect this score to be this close for like this long after the first set.
I agree. Nazareth number 30 is going to serve it out of bounds to the. There's going to be Conwell-Egan point to score 16-14. Celeste Kinney searching. Celeste Kinney with the serve from Nazareth. Nazareth is going to set their outside. Their outside is going to hit it just out of bounds on Conwell-Egan's left side. We're going to have a beautiful read from Hannah Ross, seeing that ball was going out and letting her hands up and letting the ball. Celeste Kinney is going to serve from this game. Celeste Kinney serve. Nazareth is going to set their outside number 9. Number 9 is going to have a nice strong hit. Flip Davis is going to receive that. We're going to just hit the net. Celeste Kinney is going to help her out. Once again, Nazareth number 9 hitting from that outside. We really see the powerful arm. Leah Schmidt is going to hit from our outside from the left side. Nazareth is going to get a piece of that, but it's sadly going to go to the line. So we're going to have a timeout. The score is 18-14 in the second. We'll be back.
I got a thoughts.
Plus hitting number 3 humor serving just Egan the score 18-14 in the second set. Conwell-Egan won the first set. Plus hitting serving. Kind of beautiful serve to Nazareth. Gonna roll. See that's less than is gonna sit her outside Leah. Walk up to that and hit it right back. Nazareth is gonna have a Celeste Kinney being the best defensive player that she is going to be ready for that. That is going to be a Conwell-Egan point. So, now, Matt, I feel like if everyone was on their toes, they could be the defensive player that we see Hannah Ross and Celeste Kennedy. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they're the best two defensive players on a team, in my opinion. I mean, they go after every ball with everything they have, and they just save so much points from being scored.
Hannah Ross is going to have a pass to Aaliyah Schmidt on that outside. Aaliyah Schmidt is going to have a beautiful hit to Nazareth background. Nazareth is going to give Conwell even a free ball. Celeste Kinney is going to set an outside. Sophia Woody. Sophia Woody is going to find that corner on the back line. Nobody was there. Nobody was ready for it. Now that's what we need to see. Now, Matt, I don't know if you agree with me, but I think Sophia Ledis has a really high volleyball IQ, and she should just read the court when she's playing and just be ready for all of it and be ready to put it wherever it needs to go.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, when a couple of plays ago, when Celeste made the dive and play, Sophia was ready for that, and she just hit it over the net, and we got a point from that. I mean, she's just a really smart volleyball player, really great player overall.
I agree. Now it's going to be Nazareth number 9 with the serve. Nazareth number 9. Aaliyah Schmidt with the service. She's going to shank it just out of bounds. Nobody's going to be able to get their hand on that. And it's going to be Nazareth point. Scores 20-16, Conwell-Egan. It is a Nazareth ball number 9 serving. Nazareth number 9 is going to get ace. Number 8, Olivia Garrison. Number 20, Aaliyah Schmidt are going to have a pretty bad miscommunication in that background. They are going to let that ball drop right in between. Nazareth number 9 once again with the serve. The score is 20-17 in the second set. Hannah Ross with the serve receive. Plus Kenny is going to try to set from middle. He has to pass it just over the net, but luckily Nazareth is not ready for it. Number 20, Leah Schmidt to the serve. The problem again, the score is 21-17. Leah Schmidt with a through serve to Nazareth's background. Nazareth is going to get under that, but not quite to get beautiful. Nazareth is not going to get that ball back out with Conwell-Egan. Leah Schmidt with another beautiful serve. Nazareth is going to set their outside. Their outside is going to try to get it back over the net, but it's going to go just in the net.
Hmm.
That is going to be once again another time.
Yeah, I mean, we finally see Egan regaining that lead that they had in the first quarter, in the first set, and I mean, they're just playing really good ever since they've reached like 10, 15 points. And they've been playing great as a team ever since that. I mean, they were from the start, but I think they've been playing even better right now. I mean, getting that 5 point lead, that's huge right now in the second set. If they can keep that, get 2 more points, 25. That'd be great. They used to play really great. And we'll be back when second set resumes.
Yeah, I agree with everything Matt said. I think they're turning into stronger players as this set goes on, and they're just learning to communicate with each other. Of course, we're always gonna have a few miscommunications, but your team isn't. We're gonna have the leadership team start. Scores 23-17. Conwell-Egan in the second set. It's gonna be Aaliyah Schmidt with the serve. Aaliyah Schmidt's gonna serve just Nazareth. Barrel and the back set. Nazareth is gonna try to hit their outside. Our back row is gonna be ready. Hannah Ross with a beautiful side. It's gonna go just out of bounds. Really, but that is it. It's gonna be Nazareth number 5 with the serve. Nazareth is gonna give a pretty high ball. It's almost like a rainbow. Plus Penny is gonna punch Olivia Gerber for a 3 ball. Nazareth is gonna try to set the turn. Really get that with kind of an ugly hit, but Olivia Schmidt and Celeste Kenny are going to have a miscommunication in that back row, unable to get the flag back.
I realized after pretty much every combo you can set, every game, after we are really close to winning the set, we tend to blow a little lead, and it cuts the set really close. And sometimes they almost lose because sometimes we do, but we just have to start maintaining the lead once we're this close to winning the set. I mean, I have faith in Conwell-Egan that we will, but we just need to start keeping the lead a little bit better.
I think Conwell-Egan needs to find the be medium and just stick to that. So it's 23 to 21. It'll be a timeout. We'll be back 55 seconds. Scores 23 to 21 in the second set. Now they're going to revive the serve. Celeste Penny's going to set her outside Hannah Ross. Hannah Ross is going to get that good. Nazareth to give a free ball to Conwell-Egan. Conwell-Egan is going to read that. That Nazareth is going to hit that just out of bounds. That was a beautiful read on Conwell-Egan as it was just right. Valera Vecchio, number 11. So Beth is going to give us a free ball. Hannah Ross is going to pass it right to Celeste Penny. Celeste Penny is going to set her up that Hannah Ross. Hannah Ross is going to go just into that for Nazareth. Scores 24 to 22 to Conwell-Egan. This made Nazareth serve number 14. Leah Schmidt with the serve receive. So Violette is going to play it smart and dump it to the Nazareth's back row. Nazareth is going to give Conwell-Egan a free ball. Celeste Penny is going to set her back row. Leah Schmidt. Leah Schmidt's going to run to that. Nazareth's going to step her outside. The Violette is going to be ready right on that net to give it right back to Nazareth. That is going to be a Conwell-Egan win in the second set. Hopefully, we have one more set.
Um, yeah, I think that during these sets, Sophia, she's just really clutch when it comes to punching the ball up when it's about to hit the floor. And I mean, she's a huge player because we just won the set because of that. And I think she's amazing at that, and she'll get And his sets are starting back up as Conwell-Egan is with 2 sets and potentially sweeping Nazareth in sets of 3 if they win this set. I mean, so far both teams are playing actually really great. Nazareth really locked in the last set and cut it really close with a 21 to 25, I believe, or 22 to 25. And they just really played how they should be playing the entire time. Speaking of Nazareth, they're serving right now. Just slaps it across the net. It's Leah gets there, hit it with fire, and Celeste can't get there. Her with the serve again, high above the net. Aaliyah gets it, and Sophia smacks it right over the net, and Nazareth is there to save it. A little high serve above the net. Celeste set it up. Sophia just spikes it, and it is in there. Great placement by Sophia. Now Sophia Ludice serving it for Conwell-Egan. She serves it in his low ball above the net and goes out of bounds. Point Conwell-Egan. Sophia, her serves are just amazing. And we've seen her go about 18 serves in a row. Here it is. And it goes right past the net, cutting it close here. Nazareth. Celeste has it. Oh, and a little bit of miscommunication from Egan between Hannah Ross and Liv. Nothing to get in your head about. It's only 2-2 right now. I'm serving and it goes out of bounds. Point Conwell-Egan. Here we have Hannah Ross serving the ball for Egan. 3-2 in the third set right now. And she spikes it in right at the net. Number 30 on Naz. Serving it. A nice serve from her. Hannah Ross diving for it. Sophia and a little bit of miscommunication going out of bounds for Egan.
Okay, guys, I'm back. It's Carly. There's going to be a Nazareth serve number 30. Scores 3-4 in the third set. Should be Nazareth. Hannah Ross servicing. Sophia Lodis is going to pass to her outside. Leah Schmidt's going to get that back over the net. Nazareth is going to have a strong hit over. They're going to get through 3 blockers. Base on them. Nazareth number 30 will serve. Nazareth number 30 is going to serve it out of bounds on Conwell-Egan's right side. Conwell-Egan's have a beautiful ring. We have Liv Barber, sophomore, number 9, serve. Bottom of the net. Liv Barber is myself. Look at this. Nazareth number 9, serve. Nazareth number 9 is going to serve it out of bounds on the back line. Conwell-Egan is a beautiful ring. I think Egan's one of their number 1 problems is not lifting each other up. there's things that coaches will talk about that they call black holes, where one person goes down and gets upset with themselves and it just keeps going and it keeps spiraling. I really think something Conwell-Egan needs to work on is just lifting each other up and making sure each other is okay. And that's just not something they're doing, and that's really showing on the court right now. So that's Kenny is gonna have a serve and then serve. Nazareth's gonna step there outside. So that's Kenny is gonna have it. Hit the ceiling, but Conwell-Egan is gonna get it back over the net. Nazareth's gonna set their middle, lift Garbage and serve the silver. Set in the middle. I'm gonna have a miscommunication. In the middle is gonna get that ball before the center.
Score is now 6-7 with Nazareth with the lead.
We are in our third set. Conwell-Egan won the first two sets. Nazareth is served. Aaliyah Schmidt to serve receive. Celeste Kinney is going to set behind her. Aaliyah Schmidt from the outside. Nazareth is going to dump that over. Hannah Ross is going to take that to the back. Three ball. Like for between Aaliyah Schmidt. Is going to get to that plate. Once again, you can really see everyone just starting to get in their heads and not lifting each other up and helping each other.
It's now the first time Egan is trailing in this game, and it's now 6-8. 6 from
Conwell-Egan was going to get that out of the net, and they're going to be starting. Nazareth number 18 will serve Conwell-Egan. Thankfully, Nazareth number 18 is going to serve that right into the net. Egan point. Number 20, Leah Schmidt for the serve to Conwell-Egan. To Nazareth 20. But Nazareth is going to hit from their outside. Leah Schmidt with serve receive. Plus Kenny is going to set behind for the Sophiolo is going to hit that just out of bounds on Nazareth's back line. The score is going to be 10-7 Nazareth. It's going to be Nazareth number 14 serving to Conwell-Egan. Leah Schmidt with serve receive. Celeste Kinney is going to set Sophia Lodis once again. Face right up against the net. Here you can see Captain Leah Schmidt talking to her teammates, hopefully just lifting them up and telling them it's okay and we'll get back in. Nazareth number 14. Nazareth number 14 is going to serve that just out of bounds and Conwell-Egan's left side. Hannah Ross is going to have a beautiful read on that to see that it was going out of bounds. And it's going to be Alara Vecchione serving. Scores 8-11. Nazareth winning. Alara Vecchione is going to have a beautiful serve to Nazareth's background. Nazareth is going to set their outside and it's 29. 29 is going to have a beautiful hit. We're going to get that over. Celeste Kinney is going to get that ball. It is going to go up into the ceiling. We're be able to get that back over. The score is 12-8 Nazareth. Nazareth number 16 is served. Aaliyah Schmidt number 20 with servitude. Sophia Lodis is gonna set that over in the net to find that open space. Sophia Lodis number 10 with serve. Score 9-12 Nazareth. Nazareth's gonna set their outside. And from our angle, we're not sure if that went into the net or Celeste blocked it. Either way, good for us. Once again, Sophia Lodis serve. Yeah, Matt, I don't know about you, but I feel a lot of comfort while Sophia's serving, especially when we're down like that, because a few games ago, we had Sophia Lodis give us 17 consecutive serves in a row for 17 points.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I mean, whenever she serves, it's almost guaranteed it's going over the net. But she has pretty much perfect placement every single serve. And that goes for most of the team too. I say all of our team pretty much has great serves, great placement on everything, on every serve.
I agree with Matt. We usually have pretty good serving. I don't know if that's really showing today, but I guess everyone has their days. So the other has set to the outside Hannah Ross, and Hannah Ross will hit. Hannah Ross, the time have that receive. Leah Schmidt is going to hit it to Nazareth's back row. Nazareth is going to set their outside number 19. Leah Schmidt is going to pass it to Hannah Ross. Hannah Ross is going to set. So let's Penny set it over the net, finding that perfect pocket right against Nazareth's net. Now that was a pretty beautiful serve. You can really see the girls starting to lift up, and maybe that's sometimes just all they need. It's gonna be Sophia Luis, number 10. That was gonna be where we're sitting. That's a questionable call. I thought that was on the line, but our line judge said the score is 11-13 Nazareth. It is really Nazareth number 19 serve. Blair Vecchio with the service. Sophia Luis setting her back row. Leah Schmidt. Leah Schmidt with a beautiful hit over the net. Nazareth is going to shank that out of bounds, unable to get it back. Hannah Ross, number 1 with the serve for Conwell-Egan. The score is 12-13. It was still late. Nazareth is just going to have a beautiful serve receive. They're going to try to set what looks like their middle. Nazareth is going to have a miscommunication, and the ball is going to drop and block.
Egan finally tying the game up after locking back in after trailing about 4 points. I think Aaliyah definitely helped with that little talk she had. I don't know what she said, but definitely put a little spark into the team.
Hannah Ross, number 1 with the serve for Conwell-Egan. Nazareth is going to get a little bit caught up in their hands. Celeste Kinney is going to try to set her outside. Sophia Lodi's, she's going to go a little too far over that right outside line. Sophia Lodi's is going to be unable to get there. Of course, 14-13 Nazareth. Nazareth number 30 with the serve to Conwell-Egan. Ali Romano is going to sub in for Celeste. Nazareth number 30. Hannah Ross with the serve to see Hannah Ross is going to crank it kind of to Sophia. Sophia is going to chip it over the
Title there?
Emily Geyer is going to sub in for Alaire Becky. Sid Barber, number 9, is going to serve.
Oh yeah, good serve.
Nazareth's going to shank that, so they're going to give Conwell-Egan a pretty easy free ball. Hannah Ross is going to pass it to Sophia Lodi. Sophia Lodi is going to set her outside. Leah Schmidt with what looks like a cannon on her arm, hitting right to Nazareth's back row.
Yeah, I was about to say that was like a rocket that just came off of her palm. I mean, that was like insanely fast.
Liv Barber, number 9, once again with the Conwell-Egan serve. Liv Barber is very thorough with her serves, and they just always seem.
Great serve.
Nazareth is going to set their outside. Their outside is going to give a free ball to Conwell-Egan. Ali Romano is going to teeter totter of that ball. Nazareth is going to set their outside. Hannah Ross looks like she got that pass. Quite make it to the center. The Geyer is going to take that second ball and give a free ball over the net, but is going to go just out of bounds on Nazareth's right line. Scores 15-15. Nazareth. There's going to be number 9 this year to Nazareth. That was a close call, but our line judge is going to call that out of bounds. And it's going to be Ali Romano, number 2 senior serving. Ali's going to have a strong serve. Andre Nazareth is going to try to set that serve. Take it. Ali Romano is going to pass Hannah Ross. Hannah Ross set Leah Schmidt. Leah Schmidt's going to have his serve. A hit. We're going to Nazareth. Nazareth, which is set there outside of the team. He is going to hit it out of bounds on Conwell-Egan's back line. Score is 17-15. Conwell-Egan and Allie Romano, number 2, serving for Nazareth is going to give a free ball over to Conwell-Egan. Hannah Ross is going to receive it. Cliffy is going to try to set her outside. Her outside isn't going to be quite ready and going to give it free ball. Allie Romano is going to pass to Claire. But looks like what's supposed to be her right side outside. Nobody was there, but luckily Allie Romano was ready and she gave the ball over to
That's actually a great
by
play.
their pocket.
It's a great play. I can't even lie. That was really that's actually really great backup because nobody was there. So really, really good job on Alec.
We're going to have a timeout. We will be back in 50 seconds. Score is 18-15. Conwell-Egan. I don't know. There's a perfect serve over to Nazareth. Nazareth is going to set their goal. Number 2. Leash is going to have a beautiful block right in that middle. All by herself.
Oh, good.
Allie Romano, number 2, with another serve. Allie Romano is having some pretty strong services. Nazareth is going to try to set their outside. She's going to just barely get a base net. Leah Schmidt with a beautiful hit right to Nazareth, empty pocket. Matt, how do you feel about that?
That was incredible. I mean, she does that every single time. Every single time they set her up, she hits it as hard as she can into an empty pocket, and we get a point. And that's, I mean, we are just trailed by what, like 5 points, and now we're up by 5 points.
I agree. It's a beautiful thing. Ooh, Nazareth with a nice hit. 5. Number, by the way, we must not quite get that back. The score is 20-16. Conwell-Egan is winning. Nazareth, number 18, with the serves. Conwell-Egan won the first 2 sets. Conwell-Egan won the first 2 sets. Hopefully they can. A little confusion on the subbing. No worries. We're back in it. Number 18, Nazareth. Looks like we have 4 in the back right. Just get Jeff Schmidt with miscommunication. They're going to let that ball drop right in between them. Scores 20-17. Nazareth ball number 18 serving. Conwell-Egan is winning. This is our third. Bergen with the serve receive. Celeste Kinney is going to set her side with Leah Schmidt. Emily Dyer is going to be ready to pick that. Leah Schmidt serve. Nazareth service. Nazareth is going to set there. Hannah Ross is going to set on her. Better for Kinney. She's going to get that just into the net. Then for Magic point is for 21-18. Nazareth ball the 14 serve. It's going to serve that just into the net for Conwell-Egan. The Barber is going to go in for Olivia Gerbis. Valera Vecchione is going to sub in for Emily Dyer. Valera Vecchione, number 11, serving for Conwell-Egan. The score 22-18 in the third set. we win the set, it's game over. Player back in with a beautiful serve to Nazareth. Ooh, and it's gonna look like she's floating for a second on that outside, and she's gonna find that pocket, and that back row once again. I don't know what happened, but Conwell-Egan was down for a while. Looks like they had a little pep talk. They were good for a while, but it looks like we're going right back into that. That's number 16. Aaliyah Schmidt serve repeat. Aaliyah Schmidt's going to pass it to Sophia Lodi. Sophia Lodi's is going to psych out Nazareth for a hit instead of a serve. Sophia Lodi's is going to set her back row. Aaliyah Schmidt's going to have a beautiful hit over to Nazareth. Nazareth is going to have a beautiful hit into the back row, right from that back line. We thought it was going out, but it was not. That is going to be Nazareth point. Score is 22-20. Yes, flipping Moody for the hit is gonna roll on the net all the way over to Nazareth's right line.
That was probably one of the craziest points. Like, that was like the craziest point I've ever seen. I don't know how that happened. That like bent the bell off the pitches.
I agree. That was beautiful. Maybe luck, maybe skill. Probably skill because it's Sophia Lodi's.
Like it was.
Aaliyah Schmidt with a pass to Sophia Lodi. Sophia Lodi's is going to set her outside. Hannah Ross. Hannah Ross is going to roll that. Blair back here with a pass to Sophia Lodi. Sophia Lodi's is going to set back row. Aaliyah Schmidt. Aaliyah's going to have a beautiful hit. For Libero, that's quite six. Sophia Lodi needs one more point to win this game. Can she do it? She can. That is going to be a timeout on Nazareth. All right. Sophia Lodi's number 10 junior is going to be serving this. One more point to win this game. Can she do it? I think she can. Here we go. Sophia Lodi's with a beautiful serve from Nazareth. Libero number 3. Nazareth is gonna set their outside number 18. Number 18 is gonna hit that just out of bounds on the backside. That is a Conwell-Egan win. Conwell-Egan went 3-0 with their sets. Thank you for tuning in. We're Eagle Eye Network, and we hope to see you back soon. Have a great night.